Hello everyone. I hope that you're all having a beautiful day and a beautiful Monday. I hope that your weekend was fantastic. If you're in the Eastern Hemisphere, then I hope that the Monday you already had was fantastic. I hope that you're going to have a beautiful Tuesday to you. And my weekend was honestly amazing. I hope yours was all too. Definitely a highlight of it was UFC 293. I know, Lorcana video, but I'm sorry, I got to talk about it. Sean Strickland versus Israel Adesanya. Crazy underdog upset. So that was really exciting to see. And also, I played in a Lorcana tournament at the Pokeballers Mart, and I actually lost to the Pokeballers himself in a really, really fun game. That was a blast, and shout out to Kevin, who ended up winning the tournament. He's got an awesome deck, which maybe even I might even try out in this stream. It's Amber and Steel combined, so if anyone's played a deck like that in the chat or in the comments, let me know. Or if you faced off against like that, or if you just even want to see a deck like that. It was really, really interesting. I like the deck that Kevin's built. He uses the Lilo and Stitch characters to start off getting some story questing lore aggro early, but then later on, he's using the Ariel card to search for certain song cards that are steel, like Grab Your Sword if his opponent is playing a wide board, or A Whole New World if he just needs some additional draw support. And it's a really, really cool deck, and there's also some interesting things in the late game that it can ramp up into. So it's a really, really cool deck, and like the Tinkerbell. Yo, we got Sean McLaughlin says, wake me up inside, can't wake up, wake me up inside, save me. How are you doing, Sean McLaughlin? It looked like you had an awesome weekend as well. How did you enjoy the weekend festivities? Susan in the chat saying, hola, how are you doing, Susan? I'm gonna switch things on over to the display, and then here is the Lorcana. We're going to go into the collection, and right now, deck-wise, I've got the Stitch's New Groove. This is the deck that I've been playing, Amber and Emerald together, but in my game against Pokeballers, he really opened up my eyes to a weakness that this deck has, and that is board control. There's a lot of cards in the deck, like, oh, I just took one out. The Duke, let me just search for him right here. The Duke of Weselton. I guess actually now that I look at it, the Duke of Weselton's stats aren't that bad. But it's more cards like Lilo. Let me see if we can go filter and bring in Lilo. That quests for a lot, but the stats are weak at 1 and 1. So if something like Duke Weselton challenged the Lilo, it would then still be remaining on the board afterwards to get lore building up each turn, whereas the Lilo would only be able to quest one time, and that's it, unless you have other things like Simbas to protect it. We're going to go into play, and I'm going to jump into my first game. Sean McLaughlin says, shining, shimmering, splendid. I'm drunk in Turkey. Yo, that's sick, Sean McLaughlin. Hashtag drink responsibly. And not inside of Turkey, in the country Turkey. I've always wanted to go to Turkey. Is this your first time there? What have you been doing? Are you in Istanbul? I've really wanted to go to Istanbul. The bazaar in Istanbul. I don't know why, but that's been stuck in my head for a long time. All right, when I'm looking at my board, my opening hand here, I like the Duke of Weselton. I like the Simba. I'm actually going to drop the LeFou and the Cheshire. Lots of good 2 drops, but let's try and get greedy. Let's try and get some more 1s if we can. I want to see a Lilo or a Stitch. We see neither, but we do see a Just in Time, which is a card that I do really like because it's going to be allowing me to play Cusco on my 3rd turn instead of the Cheshire Cat, which I think is a better play than the Cheshire Cat. We got a Tinkerbell, which is a nice inkable option. And that actually, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ink the Tinkerbell, and I'm going to play the Duke of Weselton to start things off. So I've got a nice 2-2 character here. I can't challenge the Pascal because he's going to have evasive, but still. Nice to get something on the board turn 1. Sean McLaughlin says, first time, it's good. Cheap and lots of fakes everywhere. Nah, I'm in Hollandaise for far west coast. Hollandaise. I'll have to look that up afterwards. I've never even heard of that city before. Are there any like notable landmarks or features to it? Jedi Master Squirtle says, Albino Manatee! Jedi Master Squirtle! How was your painting stream this Sunday? I'm sorry that I missed it, but I hope that it was a good time. Did you enjoy painting up the Shatterpoint squad? All right, I think I'm going to go with a Simba here. What do I want to ink, though? I don't like seeing a second just in time. I think I'm going to ink the LeFou. And you know what? I'm going to go with the Flynn Rider. Maybe I should have played the Simba. No, I'm going to play the Simba now because the Simba is going to protect me next time when I play the Cusco. I think the Simba right now is going to be not that annoying for my opponent, but next turn it's going to be really annoying. So I'm going to quest with one just to stay even. I don't like seeing two just-in-times in the hand. I've got a lot of non-inkable options, and I do want to play the Rapunzel on turn 4. So I'm probably going to have to ink the Flynn Rider, which is unfortunate, unless I draw something good on my next pull. And this is something that I have been noticing, a weakness of this deck, is that it doesn't have good draw power. All right, did I not? I might have not played Simba correctly. I might have not put it in exhausted. I think I chose the incorrect option, but I'm okay with that because I'd rather have Simba alive this turn than Duke of Weselton. We do get a Duke of Weselton now, so I am going to use that as my inkable option so that in the future I can play the Flynn Rider. And then I am going to play just in time to slam out the Cusco. I guess I could have just in timed Rapunzel next turn and then play the Duke. This is fine. This is fine. I'll quest with the Simba to stay even with my opponent, but I am a little bit... One thing that I've noticed in this game is because it's a race to hit 20 lore first, that's the number that we're keeping track of here on the left side of the screen. This is my opponent's lore, and this is my lore. Even though if you go second, you get to draw a card on your opening turn, so you get an extra card compared to your opponent, I think going first is generally better in this game because you are trying to win a race. So look at that right there, getting the lore before me. So I've now got to gain control of the board in a way that I'm outpacing my opponent's lore game, which is going to be honestly a little bit tough to do, I think. So I think in this case, I ink the Flynn Rider, and I'm going to play the Tinkerbell. I wonder if I can give Cusco evasive? Try. And then I'll quest for 3. So I'm getting a good lore amount here, but still, my opponent's going first, so they would be getting 6. They're still going to be ahead of me. I've got to get ahead of them this turn. Oh! And they're using Dragonfire to banish the Tinkerbell. I think that actually is okay for me because they used 5 ink to take out my 4 ink character, but I was hoping that they would challenge into the Cusco. Got a little bit of a pickle here because I want to be able to play the Genie, but I think I'm better off just playing the Rapunzel here. I wish I had. I'm really drawing a lot of my non-inkable options, which is a little bit unfortunate. I am going to get the lead here. I wish I could play the Rapunzel and heal something. It does feel a little bit bad when you play the Rapunzel and you don't get to heal anything, but I guess that's just the nature of certain matchups. So I'll pass. My opponent's now going to go to 8. So we are going to take the lead in tempo this turn, unless my opponent does something here off of this Maleficent play. They did get to play Maleficent, which lets them draw another card. And that's one reason that I've been kind of thinking about also trying an Amber. I think this is Amethyst deck, so that I can use some of the draw power in the Amber, along with the Amber, to kind of keep things going. All right. I think I just in time the Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter's a really good card because at least it does give me some draw power if my opponent chooses to challenge into it, which I don't think that they would. I would imagine they'd go after the Rapunzel first, but you never know. They're playing a Rafiki, which the Rafiki has Rush. They're playing the Wardrobe, which is not a great sign. That usually, if you see Wardrobe hit the board on your opponent's side, I feel like that usually means that you win. But we shall see. We shall see. I'm gonna need something that I can either ink or play, and I don't get it, which that is unfortunate. All right, I'm gonna go and grab my lore. My opponent's not gonna be able. I think they're gonna have to knock out both of my characters this turn, which we'll see if they can do it. They might be able to. This is getting a little bit dicey just because I've drawn so few inkable cards in a row, which is unfortunate. It's another. I think I got to take a look at my deck and see if there's any uninkable options that I can remove. So I will select. So it looks like my opponent is choosing to challenge. I get to draw a card. They're probably going to challenge me again, which is going to allow me to draw another card, which is very nice. Oh, they're playing they're drawing a card. Yes, so they are going to challenge. I get to draw another card. That's good for me. Sean McLaughlin says, first time it's good. Oh, sorry. The Pokédon says, 8th like. What's up, Albino Manatee? Yo, how you doing, the Pokédon? Thanks for joining us, Brandon. How's your day been going? Did you have a good weekend? Oh, I just can't wait to be king, says Jedi Master Squirtle. I'm not even going to try to sing it. I already know. My singing's terrible. I got no musical talent. Unlike the illustrious Jedi Master Squirtle. PokeETB says, Albino Manatee, is this a fun game? PokeETB, I really enjoy it. I think this is a really fun game, personally. Alright, we're going to bring out the Cusco. My opponent's only going to be able to get 5 lore this turn, and unless they have some way to banish the Cusco, which I don't think they can because Cusco has Ward. The ability says opponents can't choose this character except to challenge. I think we're going to be okay. They'd have to hit me with the card Be Prepared. That's what I'm worried from. Okay. And since they played the Rafiki, I think that means they can't use Be Prepared. So I think we got this. They're going to quest for 5 lore, and then we're going to quest for 3. Or they're just alternatively going to concede. A good game, though. And I think that if my opponent had Be Prepared, I think that they actually would have won it. Which Be Prepared removes all of the cards on the board. Yeah, work this weekend. I have today off to relax. Doing good, bro. How are you? Yo, Pokédon. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing fantastic. I had a really, really fun weekend, and I had a really good day at work today. Honestly, I gotta kind of, I don't know, admonish myself a little bit. I do every Monday and Friday. I send out like a weekly report of this like evaluation that I conduct, and I made a mistake in the report, which was definitely embarrassing to send out to a lot of people. And then I had to send out the like, hey, sorry everyone for the mistake email to everyone. So that was a little bit embarrassing, but you know, it happens. I'm not going to dwell on it too much longer. Gotta find this in stock somewhere, says Jedi Master Squirtle. Susan just saw it in stock this the other day. Susan's in the chat, or if she's around, I'll have to ask her where she found it. But she found starter decks the other day. I think it was either Target or Walmart. I'll have to ask her where. But check your retail stores, because Lorcana's starting to pop up. I've seen the starter decks at and Pokeball or Mike's hunt videos as well at Walmart's. They've had Lorcana starter decks at, you know, retail MSRP, and the starter decks aren't bad. Actually, Pokeballers beat me with a starter deck this past weekend at the tournament. So, and each of the starter decks include 1 booster pack. So, I think they're a good deal. I want to try and get 1 of each starter deck. I've got 2 of the Moana and the Mickey. So, I was thinking about I may end up doing a giveaway for the second one that I got sealed. Or I was actually talking to someone today at work, and he was saying that his wife is a huge Disney fan, and it was just her birthday either this past weekend or it's going to be, and they're getting ready to go to Disney. They've already gone to Disney this month, so it's going to be like their second time this month. So I was like, oh wow, they sound like Disney fans. So I might pick up another starter deck, see if I can, and maybe I can give one to him and his wife, because he's a nice guy. And maybe they would have fun. Maybe they would enjoy the game. I played some ping pong with him today too, and it was a good game. I'm trying to have a little bit more fun at work, and while still being focused. But I don't know. It's been helping improve my mood elsewhere, and even improve my motivation at work, just to try and have a little bit better of a time and not just always isolate myself and be worried about, like, you know, honestly responding to comments or posting a short, Instagram, TikTok, etc. Although I did post an Instagram and a TikTok today after work. Let's see, what are we going to go with? I need to get rid of the Genie. I don't want anything uninkable except for the Lilo. I want more opening hand stuff, so I'm actually just going to get rid of everything except for the Lilo. Show me the Stitch. I want to play the Rockstar. I've got him in... Okay, nice. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. I am going to ink here Duke of Weselton. And I'm going to play... I think I got to open up with the Lilo. I'll play the Stitch later. I'll get the Stitch out there. I think maybe turn 3, maybe I... Oh, no. We'll see. But Lilo's got to go first. If you're playing Amber and you have Lilo in your opening hand, I feel like you almost have to play Lilo first. Cerberus? Sounds good, said Susan. Oh, Susan, where did you find the starter decks? I'm curious. Because I might go check it out. There's 3 different starter decks. There's a Aurora and Simba, Aladdin and Cruella de Vil, and Moana and Mickey. I think are the 3 types. Ooh, what do we want to do here? I think I can ink the Tinkerbell. And I think I go with the Simba. And I'm going to play Bodyguard. Okay, yeah. Last time I chose the right option. And that's why it didn't come in exerted. So if you're wondering what Bodyguard is, it's an effect that says when you play this character or whenever it's exerted, your opponents must challenge the cards with Bodyguard before they can challenge another card. So normally Lilo is very weak at 1 and 1. And that's 1 health, 1 attack, 1 defense. But the Simba can protect the Lilo because first they've got to attack the Simba before they can even get into the Lilo. It's basically like giving Lilo effectively more health. Unless they have characters and cards in the Steel archetype which can do damage directly out of hand, like fire the cannons, so we could potentially see that next turn. Or grab your sword, which does 2 damage to all of my characters. So, seeing the Steel card, I'm switching up my strategy. Instead of playing a lot of characters and going wide... Oh, no, wait. Maybe I can... This might be a little greed. This might be a little greed and this might cost me. Maybe I should have played the Cheshire Cat so that I can get out something with 3 health that would survive. Grab your sword. But I think grab your sword is 5 ink. So I think I can do this and not get super punished for it because I'm going to bring out the Rockstar Stitch. I'm going to shift out the Rockstar Stitch next turn. If I can get a dang inkable card. I got too many non-inkable cards in this deck. I got to go through it again. Susan says Barnes & Noble. Oh, good call, Susan. I didn't even think Barnes & Noble. That's pretty close. Nice. Hey, y'all. How is everyone? Hey, Ghastly Grabs. How are you doing? Thanks for joining us. How was your weekend, Ghastly? But she said I have 6, and that was Friday. She was hiding them behind the counter because she said they were so hot. Definitely, Susan. I'm actually glad that they did that. That's a good call from them. I did actually do my first TikTok live stream this weekend. I just randomly, after the gym on Sunday, I was so excited after the UFC 293, I decided to pop up a TikTok live stream for the first time. And it was actually kind of crazy. It was a short one. It was only like 15, 16 minutes, but I ended up peaking at, I think, like 164 viewers, which is kind of crazy. So I definitely might do another TikTok live stream. I wasn't sure on how some of the mechanics of it worked. And so at one point, people were requesting if they could join the TikTok live stream. And I thought that meant, like, that they would raid me. But it meant literally that they would just pop up on the screen. as well, and it was like dual screen, and so it was just me and this random guy Umar, and I was like, oh, I was not expecting this, but I'm gonna roll with it. It was fun. So, all right, right now what's going on is I'm just getting a big early quest lead, lore lead. That's what we'll call it. I'm getting a big early lore lead against my opponent, but we saw here the Ariel, so this, yes, exactly. Could be what I was afraid of, the Amber Steel combo. They're gonna sing out the Grab Your Sword on turn 3, which is a very, very strong combo. But luckily, we were able to get the Stitch out before that, and I think because of that, we're gonna be okay. I think we've got too big of a lead right now. But we'll see. I need to draw an inkable card so that I can ink it and play this Cusco. I am a little bit... Okay, nice. We got the Tinkerbell. Oh, wow. Actually, only characters with evasive can challenge this character. When you play this character, chosen character gets evasive this turn. I think that I should play the Tinkerbell and give it to the Rockstar Stitch. And then they shouldn't be able to challenge it. Let's see if this is a big brain. Is this a big brain play? Maybe I should have inked the Tinkerbell and played the Cusco. But if they can't challenge the Stitch... Wait, why did I lose? Oh, it's this turn? When you play this character, chosen character gains evasive this turn? Huh? Why would it be only during your turn? Why? Can anyone explain to me why that would be helpful? Can anyone challenge you during your turn? Or is there any way to play Tinkerbell during your opponent's turn? I definitely misunderstood that and should have just played the Cusco. But I'm also a little bit confused about why that is the ability. Ghastly Grab says, it was great. Yo, I'm glad to hear, Ghastly. Did not think about Barnes & Noble. Oh, Ghastly. Barnes & Noble is honestly the place where Susan and I find a lot of stuff. And then you can be a member of Barnes & Noble and you can get a good sale. So you get it below MSRP. And they got all kinds of stuff. Even like, that's where I collect my little like Naruto cat and dog figures. They have these like they have like fun blind boxes and stuff that are just fun to open. All right, we need something inkable here. Oh my God. I thought my opponent was gonna play that card, but they've already used their ink, fortunately. Okay. All right, not something that we can ink, but we'll take it. Better than nothing. My opponent's got to come back a massive amount, but I'm definitely, I think after this, I'm going to take a look at my deck, and let's see if we can remove some of these non-inkable cards, because I got too many non-inkable. All right, so the Hans is going to quest. His ability is going to allow him to also do a damage to the Tinkerbell. Oh, my voice cracked there. I'm guessing the Ariel's probably going to challenge into the Tinkerbell. Oh, it's got evasive, so it can't. Ah, they're going to use Grab Your Sword. Okay, yeah, that also makes sense. Nice. My opponent getting to hard cast the Grab Your Sword there. And we got a Duke of Weselton. So, all right, we'll ink the Duke of Weselton, and this is going to cinch things up. We'll play the Cusco. And there shouldn't be anything my opponent can do now against the Cusco. The Cusco's got Ward. The Cusco's got no touchy. I think that should seal the deal here. Julian Kalia says Green Tink is good offensively to take out other evasive units. Oh, okay. Good call, Julian. What about its ability, though, when you play the card and you give another character evasive? Are there any usages that you can think of for that ability? But that is a good point. It's definitely worth including because it's both inkable, has good stats, quest for 2, which is a decent amount, and it's got evasive. So definitely it was useful there where my opponent had to use Grab Your Sword and quest with the Hans to take it out. It's a good call. But you can also use green tink to give a bodyguard of character evasive and bypass having to attack it. Oh, whoa. Yo, that's big brain. Can we get can we get a brain emoji? I'm gonna drop a brain emoji in the chat for you, Julian. Holy cow. That's big brain as hell. Give something else evasive so they can swing instead. That's sick. I never even thought of that. That is awesome. Yo, good call. Thank you, Julian. How's your day going, man? Appreciate you helping out. Let's take a look at the deck. I like me my Duke. I like me my Flint. I like me my Cheshire. Hans. We haven't seen any Hans yet. I like my boy Hans. Cusco at 4. I can't drop. But you know what? The Genie. There's not too many games I've even playing the Genie. The Genie's good, but there's a lot of times it's a brick. I might drop the Genie. We might end up going back and adding one Genie, but this is just for now. I can't go lower on Lilo. Just in time. I could potentially go lower on Just in Time. But Just in Time is also so dang strong. Like, to turbo out a 5 on turn 3 is just so good. Let's take a look. We took out 2 Genies. Let's see green. Let's see orange. So we got Rockstar Sitch there. Let's take a look at 5s as well. I don't have a lot of princess characters, so I don't feel like the Moana, I'd get value out of it. John Silver. Whenever you play this character and whenever you quest chosen opposing character gains Reckless during their next turn, they can't quest and must challenge if able. That's kind of interesting. Jumba Jukuba. I feel like that's just not great. The Mother Gothel is kind of cheeky. I'm tempted to try out the Mother Gothel. Of all these options here, I've liked the Beast before. The Beast is good, but it runs into the same problem of being uninkable. I'm trying out the Maximus, which helps out with board control. It's just a little bit slower. What about Goofy? Goofy got some interesting stats. Kind of tempted on the John Silver. I'm kind of tempted on the Mother Gothel. I might run one of each, and let's just try it out, and let's just see how it goes. Julian says, day is going all right. Glad to watch some Lorcana gameplay. Justin Tom is probably one of my favorite cards in the first chapter. Agreed. I really like the card, and I like that there's a playmat. Glad for the artwork as well. Glad to hear that your day's going all right. Better than bad. Mythical K Legendary Sophia says, "Seen, I've been to Olundez. Yo, Butterfly Valley, beautiful. That's awesome, Mythical K. I'll have to look that up. Hey, Albino, got our package today. Excited to open it. Yo, thank you for letting me know, Mythical K. I'm glad to hear that you received your package. I'm glad it arrived to you, and I hope that it goes well. All right, we're gonna hit done. We're gonna go into play. Let's get it. Let's jump into another game. I heard that Just Joshin is the DBZ Knowledge Champion. Yes, Market Scraper. On Friday night, we did the Dragon Ball Z PokeTuber Tournament of Knowledge, and it was so much fun. I had a blast. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to either I might try and take a crack at editing, or maybe I'll try take a crack at editing on this one, and then maybe the next one we can see if Sean McLaughlin, if he's back from his travels, if how he would do with some editing, because I really enjoyed the stream, and I think it would make a good video that I'd like to share on the channel as well. But I want to add some bells and whistles to it if I can. But I might need the talents of Sean McLaughlin, because I'm not talented at editing. I think I'm gonna drop everything. Oh, I took too long. I took too long. This is not a good hand. Oh no! Oh no! This is not a good hand. Red alert! Red alert! All right, we're gonna try and make do. I'm gonna ink the Tinkerbell. I'm gonna play the Lilo. Let's see what my opponent's got for color-wise. We're starting first, so at least that's good for us. Pixelborn, a magician? Interesting, interesting. This guy might be a player. I need that playmat now. It's beautiful. Agreed, Julian. I think it's actually going to be it's going to be a prize at the Pokeballers tournament next weekend. I think because they did the Maleficent mat this past weekend. So I'm hoping that I can bring out my A game and take it down. Because I want to add. I love collecting playmats, and I don't have a Lorcana playmat. I'd love to win one from a tournament and use that. Speaking of just in time would be awesome right now. We don't got it. I want to play the Flynn Rider here. I don't want to ink my Mad Hatter. I don't want to ink the Stitch and then draw with Stitch next turn. So I am going. I don't want to ink the Rapunzel. I don't want to ink any of this stuff. I'm going to ink the Mad Hatter. I really didn't want to do that, but I'm going to ink the Mad Hatter. The question is, yeah, I do quest with Lilo. I'll pass. I was debating about whether or not I quest with Lilo, but I think I do because my 1 with damage would still take out his Aladdin with 1 defense. All right, he's inking a Hercules. He's at 3. Oh, my opponent's using just in time. Oh, wow, we're not going first. We're going second. My opponent's going first. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place on this one. Wow, that's a strong play. Okay, so at least they didn't ink. At least they didn't just in time out a 5 ink card, but a 4. That's still strong. I think I just straight up inked the Cheshire Cat there. And it looks like we're in a race on this one, so I'm going to grab some lore. I drop the Cheshire Cat, and let's see what my opponent does from here. Next turn, I'm probably going to ink the Stitch and play Rapunzel. Man, this Donald Duck is an interesting card here. I've never seen anyone play the Donald Duck. I wonder if my opponent's playing a Musketeer deck. Smash! Oh, that's good to deal with my Cheshire Cat. That's a good usage from my opponent there. And the Donald Duck there, I think, is going to control the board for a while. That's a little tough. All right, I think here I want to try and keep the Rapunzel. I think I want to try and keep the Rapunzel until I can use it to draw something. So I'm going to ink this. And I play the Cheshire Cat again. Debating about if I play the Hades. Maybe I should have played the Hades. And what could I have grabbed out of the discard? I could have grabbed a Cheshire Cat or a Lilo. But I think I can play the Hades next turn. The Cheshire Cat's going to be annoying for my opponent to deal with based on his current board because he's not going to want to challenge it with the Donald Duck. And the Aladdin doesn't finish it off in one attack. Awesome, says Market Scraper. Are you by chance going to Charlotte Collecticon? Forgot to ask you if you are or not, says Ghastly Grabs. I am not. I am not. Thank you for asking. Are you going? I think I've seen that you and Surge and some others are going. I hope that you have a great time. What are you looking forward to? All right. I'm going to ink the Stitch here. Maybe I shouldn't have inked the Stitch because maybe I could have inked another card and played the Stitch, but I'm going to play the Cusco here. So my opponent's getting out more bodyguards, but I think I can just ignore the bodyguards, and I think I can quest for lore and try and win this race. My opponent's going to be able to get to up to 4, which will win the tie. Musketeer Tabard. Whenever one of your characters with bodyguard is banished, you may draw a card. Oh, that's interesting. So he's going to challenge and then challenge to clear and then draw a card. Okay, that's a neat little interaction. I don't know if it was I think my opponent, I guess, had to do it. I'm going to grab 2 lore with the Aladdin. And then 1 with the Donald Duck. And there's a Stitch. I might want to ink that so that if we see another Rockstar, we can. But I guess if I just play it, then I can also just do that too. So I'm going to play a Hades. I'll grab the Lilo. I feel like the Lilo is a good extender play here. And I'll leave it at that. I don't think I need to ink up the 6 right now. Maybe that could come back to bite me, but I feel like next turn I can still play both of these cards for 5 ink. I think I should have quested and I forgot to quest. So that's a mistake on my part. I definitely missed out on 3 lore there. That actually might hurt me. Uh-oh. Opponent's going to be able to go up to 6. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake on my part. But I think we're going to be okay. Because of how much characters we have on the board right now and how much we are going to be able to quest for. My opponent can't go up to 20, so I think we're okay here. But that was definitely foolish of my part, because otherwise we would have been at 19 right now, and then I would have just had to quest with literally anything. So I guess we're still potentially susceptible to like a grab your sword and then challenging into the rest of my board. Because I can only get 3 lore if they were able to clear the rest of all these characters. We'll see what happens. Yes, I will be going. Wish you were. It would be great to see you again. Yes, Ghastly. I would love to see you all again as well. I'm sorry that I'm not going. But I got my eyes on Card Party 2. I'm definitely planning on... That's going to be the next Pokemon convention that I'm for sure making it to. Alright, so my opponent's clearing the board here. Definitely a good play for them. A little unfortunate for us. I got the Simba there. So next turn, though, I think still not enough lore, though. I like what they're doing with the bodyguards. It's cute. But I think we just have too much lore aggro here for it to work. Maybe this would be better against like a more controlling type deck that's trying to play other characters and attack into the board, but... Or maybe we just got a good start. Although I don't think we did, because this was also the game where I didn't mulligan correctly, and I missed the Cusco questing on the turn before, so I've made a bunch of terrible plays, and we still got this one. I think. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself. All right, no, we did not. Respect to my player, or respect to my opponent for playing out the game there. GG's, that was a good game. Yes, me as well. Let's go. Let's go Card Party. Yes, Ghastly, I am excited. I hope it's Florida. Florida would be awesome. I've heard rumors, whispers in the wind that it could potentially be Florida, Orlando, which would be awesome. Selfishly, as a member of the Florida gang, I would love that. All right, you know what? So far, we haven't lost with the deck, so I think I'm going to keep slamming it. All right, we go first on this one, and we're starting off with some Stitches. I like to see that. Oh, we got a lot of Stitches. Okay, I don't think I need this many Stitches. But maybe we roll with it. Maybe we roll with it, because we're crazy like Stitch. I am going to ink one, though. Because I'm not that insane. We're going to play out Stitch. New dog. We'll pass. Oh, wow! My opponent's really going with the crazy with the Stitch. They're playing Stitch, a Carefree Surfer. I love that card. I think we honestly though I think we ink another Stitch and we play the Flynn Rider. And we quest with the Stitch. All right, let's see what my opponent's got here. We've seen one of their colors. It's the amber. What is the second color though? Is it going to be an amber steel? It is. Looks like this amber steel archetype is gaining some popularity. We've played against a couple amber steels today. A lot of steel. I think everything that we've played so far has had steel, actually, now that I think about it. Ooh. Ugh. Ugh. I do not have a good 3 ink play. I'm going to ink the Rapunzel. I'm going to play a Lilo. And I'm going to quest for some lore, and I'm going to brace for impact. And let's see what my opponent's going to slam into me this turn. I don't want to go too wide because we've seen the steal, so we know grab your sword could be coming. Not turn 3, but maybe turn 4, turn 5. Yes, that would be a dream come true for Florida. Hashtag Florida gang, says Ghastly Grabs. Let's go. Oh, there's my opponent grabbing the grab your sword. That's that ish we don't like. So I'm going to ink the Tinkerbell. We haven't seen any evasive here. Oh yeah, Amber Steel. Looks like Amber Steel deck. And we're gonna shift out the Stitch. And since we shift, this mechanic lets us able to play, it's almost like evolving in Pokemon. We're evolving our Stitch a new dog into Stitch a Rockstar. So instead of paying 6, we get to only play 4, and then we get to quest with it that turn because the Stitch a new dog was ready to quest, which is a really cool mechanic. I like the shift mechanic. Now, I know my opponent's going to sing, he's going to turn the Ariel, and he's going to be able to play the grab your sword for free with the Ariel. That's going to be a strong effect. He's going to be able to KO the Lilo, he's going to be able to KO the Flynn Rider, but the Stitch will remain. Oh no! No! And then he hits me with a smash! No! We're gonna get smashed! He's gonna smash my Stitch Rockstar, no! Alright, at least we burned my, my opponent. Let's do it! Oh, you know what? I don't know if I I don't know if I should. Oh! Wait! I can, okay. This is going to be a good play. All right. I just in time the Hades and then grab the Lilo. We got 1 ink left over and then we play the Lilo. Where's your grab your sword, homie? What you got? Show us the second one. All right. They're inking the Prince Eric and now they're up to 5. So that probably means they're going to play a second grab your sword. Interesting. They're playing Be Our Guests. So maybe they're gonna look for an Ariel and then play the Ariel for 3. Okay, no, they're grabbing a Simba. There's the Ariel, so they're gonna use that to search their deck. A lot of searcher cards here. And there's the grab your sword. So next turn, my opponent is gonna get to use grab your sword, which is a little bit annoying. Even though he's going to get hit by grab your sword, it's not going to KO him. I think I got to play the Hans here. So the next turn I can get up to 17 lore. And then if I can get up to 17 lore, even if I'm just kind of hard of cardsing it, I think I can still close it out. No! What the heck? What? Smash! My opponent is smashing me. Oh man, we're getting rocked. So that's the power of the steel right there. That's why a lot of people are gravitating towards the steel. It's got cards like Smash. It's got cards like Grab Your Sword that are really effective at dealing with the green and yellow, green and orange aggro questing decks. Oh, That's tough. We need a little bit more than a Duke of Weselton. We're in a little bit of a tough spot. My opponent's only going to get 3 lore here. So we got a couple turns, I think, but... We gotta get some good top decks here. We gotta see some 3. We gotta see some 5 drops. Okay, we'll play Be Our Guest. Yes. Oh, Duke of Weselton is only cost 1. All right, we're gonna hard cast it. And what are we going to grab? I think I gotta grab the Tinkerbell. No, I gotta grab the Cheshire Cat so I can play it this turn. I gotta maintain the lore aggro and force the out of hand damage, which is keeping my opponent from playing more cards onto their board. So next turn I'm gonna be able to go up to 3. They can. Oh, the Tinkerbell! Don't show me another. Don't show me another grab your sword. Don't show me a third grab your sword. Don't show me a third grab your sword. Don't do it to me. Oh, from the Tinkerbell. Oh, wow. That's really strong. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, man. I love this card just in time, but this is not the time for it. My opponent's going to go up to 11. We need something big here. We need something big here. Oh, the Rapunzel, the dream. Oh, man. Flynn Rider's going to help. My opponent's going to go up to... Oh, no. We're going to lose. Because I'm only next. Yep. That's GG. Dang. I don't have any way to really deal with my opponent's board at this time. So I'll pass. I'll let my opponent play it out. But well played to my opponent. The Tinkerbell was a really good play there. Shifting out the Tinkerbell to then KO the Duke of Weselton and then KO the Cheshire Cat. So maybe, let me think. If I didn't grab the Cheshire Cat, if I grabbed something else, I could have played that next turn, and then I would have been able to quest for it one time, and then a potential, probably not another time. I think I still lost. I think that was showing the power of the Amber Seal combo, using the Ariels to do the, grab your sword, the smashes. The smashes also hurt. Getting hit with so many smashes to deal with my specific threats. Good play from my opponent. They even got the Stitch Carefree Surfer on the board, so a little bit of a style play from my opponent there. Very nice. Yo, Aaron Nichols says albino. Glad I could catch your live on TikTok yesterday. Yo, I'm so glad you could as well, Aaron Nichols. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for chatting during the live as well. All right, I think I'll do one more game. Let's go into the collection. Let's try and build. Let's do a new deck. Let's try and build. What would an Amber Steel deck look like if I were to try and build one? So we'll do orange, gray. And I think we got to grab 4 of the Ariel. I think we're going to grab 4 of the Lilo. 4 of the Simba. 4 of the Rapunzel. 4 of Stitch. 4 of this one. It's kind of a cheeky card. Gives some draw support there for Amber. I actually kind of like that. It's a little bit win more though. Gotta have 4 just in times. I think we go up to 4 Be Our Guest since we're playing the song archetype with Ariel. We want to max out on searchers. I do like this You Have Forgotten Me. I like the Aladdin. I like the Captain Hook. Go up to 4 because I like the 2 for 2 there. I like the Hans. Hercule. Okay, I'm on the fence about Hercule. Gotta have the Tinkerbell. I think another strength of this deck is having 2 different options, big things that you can shift into with the Tinkerbell and the Stitch is actually pretty strong now that I think about it. So I'll grab this other Tinkerbell as well. I think we gotta have A Whole New World. I think we gotta have Smash. The fact that Smash is inkable as well is pretty awesome. We gotta have Grab Your Sword. Let's see if we can cut anything back now. A Whole New World's not inkable, so maybe we drop 2 A Whole New Worlds. I do like the Simba. I'm not opposed to finding some room for the Simba. Maybe do we get rid of some of the just-in-times? We don't have that many, actually, now that I look at it. We don't have that many 5-cost characters. I think this is a little bit of a different deck than the aggro one we were playing earlier. I don't know if just-in-time is right in here, actually. No, it is. It's good. Because I can still use it to play stuff like Rapunzel. But it uses up a lot of deck and hand space. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Let me add in some Simba. Maybe too many Tinkerbells? No. I like the Tinkerbell's inkable. This is 60. Maybe too many Be Our Guests. Yo! Yo! Yo, Susan! Wait, what's going on? I'm sorry, everyone, that I didn't see you. How are you all doing? Yo, what is up? How are you doing? Gladiator Collectibles, Blowin' Cards, Bass Adventures, Meeble, all gifted by Susan. Thank you, Susan, for gifting 5 memberships to the Manatee Nation. I apologize for missing that. Thank you, thank you. Crusaders TCG in the chat. How are you doing? Saying, ow, freaking Bino! Yo, how are you doing, Crusaders? Let's go. Bizarre Bar Breaks says, Happy New Week, everyone. Thank you for joining Bizarre Bar Breaks. She's throwing the trophy for Susan. Thank you, Susan. Getting some belly drums out of me. Let's go. Appreciate you, Susan. Thank you so much for that. Truly appreciate that. Hope that you had a fantastic weekend as well. Thank you. No worries. You were picking cards. No, I apologize for missing. I should have had my headphones in. Thank you, Susan, and appreciate you. Thank you. And welcome Blowin' Cards, Gladiator Collectibles, Bass Adventures, and Meebo and Evie Lisa, all to the Manatee Nation, courtesy of Susan. Let's see. Crusaders recycling some fake Pokemon cards, LOL. Ooh, I'm excited to see what you make out of them. What are you planning on making something like artistic out of it, like a design? Alright, I think I'm good with this deck. We'll try, what do we call it? A Whole New Stitch. We'll do done. And we'll hit play. And we'll try out A Whole New Stitch. Let's see how it does. I just made the deck off the rip. But I've played against this type of deck a couple times. But I don't know what the exact list is, so I'm curious to see. Maybe, oh man, I forgot. I should have probably found some room for just in time. So I'm good with this Lilo here. I actually have no idea what the hell I even want in this deck. I'll keep that Simba. I might get rid of everything. Except for the Simba and the Lilo. Ariel, okay. Tinkerbell, Captain Hook, grab your sword, smash. Maybe we have too many one-cost characters. Now that I see we were playing both the Captain Hook and the Simba, maybe I should have just chose one or the other. I want to play the Ariel in turn 3. Turn 2, I want to play the Simba. Turn 1, I want to play the Lilo. So I think for now, I can ink this Tinkerbell because I don't see another Tinkerbell in my hand. I've already got to grab your sword, so that's kind of nice. I'll play the Lilo, and let's see what my opponent responds with. Off the rip, says Jedi Master Squirtle. So last I posted was destroying some. This new video will be how to recycling fake cards. So yeah, making stuff. Let's go, Crusaders. I'm excited to see. Glad you're getting creative with it. And then I inked that Tinkerbell. So if anyone's watching this and wondering what does it mean when I keep saying ink, you see these cards in the top left corner, there's like a circle around the number. That means that you can put that card and put it face down and use it as a resource. And then you can use that resource to then summon and play other cards. So I think here, I'm actually gonna ink the Captain Hook. That's gonna bring my total ink up to 2, and that's gonna allow me to play the Simba. Once per turn, you can ink a card. So you can increase your ink by 1 a turn. Unless you're playing blue. That's the strength of blue, is that blue has certain cards that lets you add more cards to your ink than 1 per turn. Yo, Madame President! Flexing that Albino Manatee Nation for 3 months. Yo, thank you, Madame President. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Saying Albino Nation! Yo, thank you for being a part of that Albino Nation for 3 months, Madame President. Appreciate you, and how is your weekend going? Or how was your weekend? How was your weekend? The weekend's over. How's your week going? The start of your week. All right, I'm gonna ink the Simba there, and I'm gonna play the Ariel, and let's try and search. Okay, we do not get a song, so I'm gonna send all of this to the bottom. Confirm. So, all right, I was hoping to find a nice song there, but we did not, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll pass. Curious to see if my opponent is gonna start going a little bit more wide. Are they gonna start playing some more 2-health characters? Oh, looks like they are Amber Steel as well, because they're inking the Hans. I think a lot of people have gravitated. Oh, and he's using the smash to get rid of my bodyguard. Ooh, yep. Good play for my opponent. Think here. I'll play the Tinkerbell. Save the grab your sword. Let's see. How do I want to sing. How do I sing? Can I... Oh, it's an action and not a song, so I can't sing the smash. Interesting. I thought I was going to be able to sing the smash. I might just grab the lore and pass. Interesting. Madame President saying hello to Susan. This looks like fun. Yo, Autopilot. APG, auto. This game is very, very fun. I highly recommend it. I slept on it. I was sleeping on Lorcana. I wasn't hyped before it was coming out. I'll be the first to admit. I was like, I don't know if I can get into another card game. I've really been enjoying it. One of the things that I like about the game is that when you play a card, the next turn, you have 3 different options. So you can either attack, which they call challenge in this game. You can challenge another card, you can quest, or you can not attack. In other card games, usually it's just attack or not attack, so I like that there's a multitude of options. I think it makes it really interesting. Alright, I'm just going to smash the Simba. Oh wow, he gets to draw a card because he's got the Musketeer Tabard because he had Bodyguard. I didn't think about that. It was a little bit of a bad play on my part. I'll challenge the Stitch with the Ariel. I'll play the Stitch. I'll quest. Alright, my opponent's got more cards in their hand. So far they haven't gone too wide. I don't know yet if Grab Your Sword will be effective against them. But I'm trying to save it as an option. How have you been, Mac? Otto, I've been doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. How have you been? Ooh, I'm a little worried because now they're going to be able to quest with Hans and then just KO the Ariel. So that stinks a little bit. No! Another Grab Your Sword. Alright, maybe you got too many Grab Your Swords. But we'll find out. Let's see. Maybe my opponent uses Hans to go after my Aladdin instead that I just played? Curious to see. Let me know if you have any questions, Otto. In how you play this game is it's a race to try and get 20 lore before your opponent does. And you can see here on the left is the lore counter. If you look at the cards in the bottom right, you see that little diamond. The Ariel has 1 white diamond. The Tinkerbell has 1 white diamond. These cards have 1 white diamond. That means that when they quest, they get 1 lore each turn. Ooh, the Goofy there. Not gonna lie, that's pretty strong for my opponent. And it's annoying that he's got the Hans. I gotta get rid of that Hans. I'm gonna use the Tinkerbell ability. Okay. Okay. I'm kinda tempted to get rid of Grab Your Sword here. But maybe I get rid of the I gotta make a choice. And I gotta play the Rapunzel. The Rapunzel lets me heal the Ariel. And now I get to draw 2 more cards, which is great because I can extend my play a little bit more. And next turn I can shift out the Tinkerbell, which is also great. I think I'm just gonna quest. Quest. See what my opponent does from here. I'm wondering if they go after the Tinkerbell. Next turn I think I could do a combo with Grab Your Sword and Tinkerbell. So they're going to quest with the Hans, see who are they going to do damage to. I actually don't mind that, because if we can get another Rapunzel, we can heal. They're healing the Goofy. Okay, okay. And 2 for 2. I like that Goofy ability. The Goofy's a cheeky card. Think I inked the Stitch here. How do I sing? So I do 2 damage to all of them. And then I'm going to shift out the Tinkerbell. And when I shift out the Tinkerbell, I get to do a damage to a character. So I'm going to bring out the Tinkerbell. Does 1 damage to all characters, actually, which is pretty sweet. I bring out the Tinkerbell, and then when I challenge a character and when I defeat it, I get to do 2 damage to another character, which is pretty sweet as well. So I think that I'm going to challenge into this Goofy. I know my opponent's going to get to draw a card, but I think this is still worth it. I think we got a pretty nice board here. Now, my opponent could use Goofy and challenge into the Tinkerbell and remove my Tinkerbell, but they would also get removed as well. Yo, Colo! How are you doing, Colo? First time seeing the game being played. Let me know if you have any questions, Colo. I've really been enjoying the game. I think it's a pretty fun game to play. Right now, deck building's pretty simple, but you have a lot of different options. Oh, my opponent hit me with a Rapunzel back! Healing for 3. That's a really good play. Ooh. This is neck and neck, folks. Now, even if they healed for 3, they still... Okay, they're still going to lose their Goofy, so they're trading there, the Tinkerbell for the Goofy. My opponent's got so many cards in hand. I'm a little worried, I'm not going to lie. We need a whole new world. A whole new world. We get a Rapunzel. That'll help me a little bit. Show me a whole new world. Show me a whole new world. All right, we got Simba. That'll help me a little bit. Oh no, I just choose and just. Dang, I didn't think about that. But at least, hey, next turn we don't get the smash. We didn't need the smash. We need a whole new world. I think I only have 2 whole new worlds in the deck though. But I think we might be okay, actually. Now that I look at that lore number that we just got there. So if you're wondering what just happened there, I quested. You see these diamonds on the bottom right? Yeah, my opponent concedes. You can either choose to attack your opponent's cards, or you can quest and get the lore. You need to get 20 lore before your opponent. So nice. We just tried a new deck that we just built completely from scratch there. We played another Amber Steel deck, and I think it went pretty well. Dare I say, did we play... I said that would be my last one, but we got Plebisaurus Rex in the chat as well. How you doing, Plebisaurus Rex? I think we do one more. One more, and then I'm going to go hit the gym. A whole new Stitch. I kind of like this. It's nice. Amber Emerald wins really, really fast, but... it is weak against decks that can chain those grab your swords back to... Oh my god. That's disgusting. Like this. Hands like this. I almost got to keep 1 grab your sword. Alright, I'll take that. I'll take that. I think I'm going to open up with a Simba. I'm probably going to ink that Stitch Rockstar because I don't see another Stitch in my hand. Plebisaurus Rex and Susan hello to each other. How did you like center? Tired and beat up, but it was a blast, says Jedi Master Squirtle. Yanni Gord was an amazing center in the playoffs. I already told you how to sing Rita Pubs' Jedi Master Squirtle. You're right, you're right. I'm going to ink the Be Our Guest. I'll play the Simba. So it looks like my opponent... We're going to draw a Captain Hook. I don't really feel like a Captain Hook. Get rid of the Simba. I might take a look at this Simba and cut it down to 2. It does help me draw through the deck a little bit more, which I guess is when you have so many cards in your deck that help you search and filter through and grab the things I like, I guess it does help with the overall kind of theme. But it doesn't. It could be win more, and it could be marginal utility to have just an extra filter. Maybe I need more things like Captain Hook, which help me establish board control. I don't need a second Tinkerbell, so I think I'll ink that one. I'm gonna play Be Our Guest. Yeah, that'll work. Which one do I go for? Wow, all of these cards are amazing. I'll take the Tink. I'll take the Tink, because then I can play this Tinkerbell on curve, whereas otherwise I'd have to play the other Stitch off curve, which would be a little bit awkward. I don't even know if it makes sense for me to... I guess it does. Grab one more. So what am I going to ink? I guess I ink the Captain Hook now. I ink the Captain Hook, and then I play the Tinkerbell. If you're wondering what ink means, sorry if you've heard me explain this a couple times today, but I just know we got a couple new people jumping into the stream that aren't familiar with the game. The game is very new. Each turn, you get to choose one of the cards in your hand, and if it has that like orange kind of circle around the hexagon, you can use it as a resource. Grab Your Sword does not, so that means it's non-inkable. But this Smash, the Smash is inkable. I want to keep the Smash, because the Smash is good for dealing with certain cards like Hercules that have Bodyguard. Play the Tink. Next turn, I'll shift out this Tinkerbell, and it'll just KO the Captain Hook without even having to challenge it. Phobosaurus Rex, have you been playing any Lorcana over the weekend? Curious how it's been going for you. Played in a tournament over the weekend. I did not win. Came in third, but my packs were fire. 2 packs, and I pulled 3 legendaries, so I was pretty happy. A Rapunzel, I think a foil Long John Silver, and one other thing that I forget. Maybe the Aurora legendary? Alright, so my opponent's just questing twice here. They've got 4 ink and they're passing with 4 ink up? Wow, that's unfortunate. So I'm guessing that they did not have the bestest of options there. I think here though, oh yeah, we ink the Stitch. I'll shift. So I bring out the Tinkerbell. It does 1 damage to everything. It's going to KO the Captain Hook. Which feels pretty good. And then I'm just going to quest for 2 lore and take back the lore lead. Alright, so it goes back to my opponent. Let's see what my opponent is going to do here. We've seen the steel color from them, but what is the second color? I might have missed it. My opponent's actually taking a long time on these turn plays. I'm wondering if they are here or if they've gone AFK. Okay, no. Oh, red and steel. Okay, they're inking the Maui. I haven't played against a red and steel in a while. I guess there was one earlier today. Never mind. Alright, so they're going to smash, and then maybe just attack into the Tinkerbell with Hercules? Yep. So it clears both of our boards there. Ooh, I've got a lot of songs, not a lot of characters. So I'll play the Ariel. I'll use her ability. I guess I'll grab the Draw Your Sword, but doesn't really help me. And I might as well ink one of these smashes. And then pass. So a little bit, now I've got a little bit of an awkward hand down here. Maybe I got too many Grab Your Swords. I did my league. Had their 4th week. I came in 2nd over all 4 weeks. Really disappointing I didn't get to pick a pin in promos, but did get the hee-hee promo. Oh, yeah, well, nice that you got the hee-hee promo. I hope that you can get a pin next time. I believe in you, pleb. Alright, what is my opponent going to do here? They're at 5 ink. So they're going to play, they're inking the Hercules. They're showing that to me, they're inking it. And what are they going to play? The Aladdin for 3? Are they going to play something else? Oh, the Aladdin steals my lore, so that's a little cheeky. Tempted to hard cast. Just grab your sword for 2 and... I'm not going to. I'll play the Stitch. How much does he quest? Just quest for 1? Alright. We'll just quest then. Do I smash it or not? I feel like it's not worth it to smash it because it's 2. I can just grab your sword next turn. I'll keep my smash for in case there's a specific threat that I'm worried about and I need to combo the smash and the grab your sword to do 5 damage. Maybe I should have just smashed it. Maybe I should have just smashed it. I guess I could just smash it this turn, but... Yeah, that was, I walked into that one. I didn't even, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea this card even exists. Oh, that hurts a little bit. Alright, we're just gonna smash the Aladdin. We'll play the Stitch. And we'll quest. Alright, looks like me and my opponent are in a top decking scenario here. I've got 3 cards, they've got 2. Little do they know that all 3 of my cards are just grab your sword. So, congrats on the packs and wins, Albino. Thank you, pleb. I'm gonna, next week I want to get a win. I haven't won a Lorcana tournament yet. Next week I want to win, because I think they're going to do the Maui just-in-time playmat, and that would be sweet. Hey, speaking of just-in-time, we'll shift out the Stitch. You know what? I'm not... Fool me once, shame on you. Oh, I can't attack it. Interesting. Alright, you're gonna get to play your stupid... You're gonna probably shift out your stupid Aladdin again. Oh, whatever. I'll beat it up with my Rockstar and grab your sword. I'll sing a song. I'll make a song out of you, to quote Uta from One Piece Film Red. Let's see, if they have another Aladdin, do they have another Aladdin? I haven't sold any Lorcana cards yet, but I'm definitely debating about it. Because I have a feeling that prices are going to go way down in the future, and then I can just rebuy back the cards that I sell now. Oh, man. That Aladdin's cheeky. Ooh, the Rapunzel's nice. I gotta just grab your sword. So I can't play the Rapunzel, but I am gonna quest the Stitch. I'll pass. I think it was better for me to take out, use grab your sword and take out the Aladdin there, rather than my opponent potentially healing it and doing some shenanigans down the road. I've already walked into 2 shenanigans. Maybe I should have saved the Rapunzel. But I didn't really know what else to do there. My thinking was, I'll play the Rapunzel. Next turn I should get something that I can ink and then play the Tinkerbell. We'll see. We shall see. This has become an interesting quagmire of a game. We're both at 6 lore. My opponent's stolen so much lore from me with his Aladdins. The lore thief. But we might just have better cards for the long run lore grind. Curious to see what they play here. 6 ink. They're going to slam something big down. Am I going to eat my words? So they get to ready the chosen character? Okay, no. Unfortunate. Unfortunate, my opponent. I'll bring out the Tinkerbell. KO the Hercules. And I think that's going to put us in a good position here. But I know there's still cards that my opponent can use that can really turn the tides. Like, Be Prepared. My opponent can draw Be Prepared, which is a card that on 7 ink, they can wipe my entire board. That would be a really strong play for them. That would bring this back into a control for them. I have bought and sold a decent bit, used some to trade around. I definitely think prices will go lower, but mostly due to waiting interest, as most people can't buy more products, so we'll move on or forget. Ravensburger really crapped the proverbial bed. I hear you, Plebisaurus Rex, but I'm not willing to count them out yet because of my past experience with One Piece. The release of this game feels very, very similar to... Oh my god, I got scared there for a second. The release of this game feels very similar to One Piece, where product wasn't available right off the bat, and it was hard to get it distributed to places, and when it was getting distributed to places, there was a lot of places that were then marking up for crazy prices that was just pricing people out and leaving a bad taste, and you know, potential consumers' first experiences with the game. Oh my god, don't show me the Be Prepared. I'm not prepared for the Be Prepared. Not after I played the Stitch Rockstar. Don't do it to me. Not after I played the Stitch Rockstar! No! Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. My opponent did me dirty there. Oh, that one hurt. I'll slam down the Tinkerbell. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? What is this deck? What am I playing against right now? This guy's dragging me down to the quagmire right now. I feel like this is a Yoichi Tenkai, a domain expansion, Jujutsu Kaisen. And you know what? Another game that this reminds me of is Destiny. Star Wars Destiny. Oh, the beast. Playing Grab Your Sword to do 2 damage to the beast, just so if they challenge into my Aladdin, it's gonna get KO'd. Gotta try and protect. Protect, protect, protect. I gotta save my Grab Your Sword, though, for my opponent tries to go wide. Or I wonder if they just go for lore. They've got to, at a certain... Oh, yeah, yep, they're trying to get lore. At a certain point, they've got to get some lore, too. Don't show me another Be Prepared. Oh, they hit me with a Grab Your Sword. No! Oh, my Atlanta. Do I Grab Your Sword the beast now? Or do I wait till they play one more thing and then... I think I do that. I think I play the long con. I let them get 2 more lore so that I snatch hope from them next turn. Don't show me another Grab Your Sword. If they don't play another character here or there, then... Okay, interesting. They're using the Shield of Virtue to protect it. Alright, this is neck and neck. Captain Hook, alright. I'm debating about, do I just grab your sword now and KO the beast? Because I don't. Next turn is going to be able to get 13 lore. Or do I just play Tinkerbell? I think I played, well, I don't think. I played Tinkerbell. That's the option that I went with. I played Tinkerbell. We're in a 3 lore versus 3 lore state. The Beast, it's got 2. Captain Hook's got 2. I've got Captain Hook and I've got Tinkerbell. We're in a top decking scenario here. This game is neck and neck. What did my opponent draw, though? I'm a little nervous. All right. So they used to fire the cannons. They're questing. Are they going to play anything else? 6 ink. And another Captain Hook. Ooh. That's pretty strong. All right, that's pretty strong. Now they're going to use another. Oh, that might have helped us. Okay. Grab your sword. Deal 2 damage to all characters. Do 2 damage, or whatever I do, I knock out the Captain Hook, but that lets me use Tinkerbell's ability, which selects the Captain Hook to do 2 more damage to KO it as well. Boom! We held the grab your sword. We waited for the moment. I think that was it. And now we've got board control. We've wrestled board control back. And next turn we can play a Hans, which is another 2 lore quester. Forcing my opponent back to let's see what they got. So they're going to use Fire the Cannons. They're going to be able to destroy my Tinkerbell. They should have just used that last turn. That was honestly a big mistake on their part, was not firing the cannons last turn. They're going to play a Beast. We can play a Hans. And we can play a Simba in the bodyguard state to protect him. Maybe actually I shouldn't have bodyguarded then. I shouldn't have done that actually. Because he's just going to KO it there. Oh, that was a mistake on my part. I should have kept it rested there, and then next turn I quest for 3. That was a mistake. I got so autopilot of just like every time I play Simba, I use the bodyguard. That was not an instance. Oh, okay, my opponent's questing here. All right, interesting. What have they got? Maui. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I should have not played. Now they're completely out of cards in hand. Next turn they'll be able to get 2, because the Maui doesn't have any lore that he quests for. He's got Reckless, so he's gonna have to. All right, my opponent's just got to pass. They got nothing else they can do. Or are they debating about using their last 3 to ready a chosen character? They could be debating about using that Field of Virtue, and they're choosing to ready the Beast. Probably a smart move there. I guess I just smash Maui. Quest with Hans. And use this to do a damage to the beast. So if the beast were to try and attack me back, the beast would get banished as well. I think that's going to protect me pretty well. Tink is OP, says Plebisaurus Rex. Yeah, Tink is really, really strong. And so is the Rockstar Stitch. I think that's one of the things why I might gravitate more towards the Amber Steel, because they get to do both. That's pretty strong, is that you can shift into either of them as late game kind of boss type monsters. All right, my opponent's questing. What card did they just draw? Mickey Mouse. Wow. Quest for 4 lore. Well, that is an insane top deck from my opponent that I lose to. Wow, what a crazy, crazy, crazy game. This one was back and forth. I thought I finally had this one in control. But wow. Wow. Kudos to my opponent. They're winning with the Mickey Mouse there. First time I've seen anyone play that card. Wow. No shame in losing to that. That was a real good battle. Back and forth all the way through. Man, I thought I had that one. And then the Mickey Mouse top deck questing for 4 lore. Man, if it was 2 lore or less, we had that. But GG. And I think that's going to be it for today. I enjoyed the games. I hope you all enjoyed the games. And I will be live this Friday. We'll be doing some pack openings and giveaways. So it should be a ton of fun. And I hope to see you all there. Until then, everyone, I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day. Peace out. Let's go.